The 6-year-old girl always ate with her hands, grabbing food wherever she went around the table. Her family had grown accustomed to this behavior, but the new teacher was deeply displeased. When the girl reached into the teacher's plate, the teacher swiftly took the food away and held the girl's hand tightly, preventing her from moving. The teacher's attitude upset the girl's father, who demanded the teacher release his daughter immediately. The father believed his daughter was already pitiful enough, deaf, blind, and unable to speak. She shouldn't be overly punished for such a trivial matter. But the teacher retorted, "It's precisely your unprincipled indulgence that prevents her from living like a normal person." To correct the girl's eating habits, the teacher asked the entire family to leave the dining room and lock the door behind them. When the girl reached for the food again, the teacher firmly moved the plate away. Never experiencing such treatment, the girl immediately lay on the floor, wailing and thrashing. The teacher ignored her, continuing to eat the teacher's own meal. Realizing crying was useless, the girl retaliated by pinching the teacher. But the teacher still wouldn't allow her to grab food with her hands. The girl was utterly enraged. Raising her hand to slap the teacher, the girl paused, then struck the teacher again with all her strength. The teacher struck back just as hard. The girl froze completely. And so it went. With every blow, the girl landed. The teacher returned it in kind. Finally, the girl understood this person was not to be trifled with. Fuming, she turned to find her mother. But after groping around, she discovered her family was nowhere to be found. Panic seized her. She fumbled toward the door, only to find it locked tight. She frantically pounded on the door, but the teacher pulled her back to her seat. The girl refused to give in. She turned to flee again. Unsurprisingly, the teacher pulled her back into her chair once more. Time and again, she tried to escape. Time and again, the teacher pulled her back. But the girl was as stubborn as a mule. In the blink of an eye, she climbed onto the dining table, unable to see or hear. She staggered unsteadily across the table, her own fear growing. The teacher watched anxiously nearby, terrified the girl might fall and hurt herself. Fortunately, as she retreated to the corner, she stumbled right into the teacher's arms. Exhausted, the teacher carried her back to her seat. The teacher served her food and offered it, but the girl thought this was the teacher giving in. She reached out to grab the food again, only to be stopped once more. This time, the teacher handed her a spoon. Angrily, she threw it away. The teacher gave her another, and she tossed that too. The third time, she flung it far away. She tried eating with her hands again, but the teacher remained just as stubborn. The teacher forcibly made her pick up the spoon. Furious, the girl slammed her hands on the table. The teacher brought a handful of spoons, took her hand in the teacher's own, and taught her to eat with a spoon. For every spoon she threw, the teacher replaced it with another. Finally, unable to resist, the girl took her first bite, using the spoon. Before the teacher could even feel pleased, she spat all the food into the teacher's face. The teacher pushed to the limit, grabbed the water jug, and splashed water all over the girl's face. The girl froze again, still dazed, when her hand was seized once more and forced to eat with the spoon. Finally, the girl yielded, chewing obediently and swallowing the rice. The teacher was pleased, nodding as the teacher held her hand, signaling approval. But suddenly, the girl yanked the teacher's hair. Both tumbled to the floor, and so these two stubborn souls plunged once more into an endless battle.